So safety plans, again, are very dynamic and very customized. And so safety plans for older adults have to take into consider mobility situations, how they get around, what their ability of their own medication management is, who are their supportive others. We don't always want older adults to have to leave their home. They won't seek shelter services unless it's easy and it's absolutely necessary. So really reviewing, is a protective order possible? Is an eviction process possible if they need to get an abuser out of their space? But also shelter services, are hotel or motels available, and creating paths to even get more supportive housing from an emergency situation so that there's partnerships between an assisted living or a nursing home or a hospital setting, because so many times safety is about your physical safety, and where can that exist. So thinking outside the box of just a shelter is really important in developing that safety plan. And then just even keeping track of what documents do they have available to them, who else has access to their accounts, trying to lock down more control so that they can redesignate what's best for them.
I think a lot of times older adult victims, they really think that people do not listen. Like they listen to do, but they don't listen to help. What made us know that we needed to do something different is because we asked the question. Many times people are trying to create programs that they haven't done focus groups, or they haven't asked people, what do you need? What do you think would work for you? What can we do to make this situation better for you? And they would say, well, it would be good if you had an outing, or it could be good if you had a community event, or it would be good if you had a family thing, or it would be good if someone could just meet me at a McDonald's. So you kind of going back to the individualized piece, right? You're creating program based on the needs of the individuals who are receiving it, not the other way around.
The more that these individuals can be trained, then it will hopefully help that belief of, if I'm going to go to this person, they're going to help me. Because the first time you go to somebody and they don't help, or, I'll use a woman goes to a priest and says, my husband's been beating on me. Oh, go and pray on it. Or, just do what your husband says. They're in charge. Or, the Bible says this. If they don't get the support or need, either they're not coming back, or it'll take a long, long time. And the problem will be so much more worse. So again, if people can have the training, the understanding, the awareness at that moment of intervention, they can do their best job.
I want to make sure that they can reach me and have access to me in the same fashion that any other client that I serve would, that may not be an older adult survivor. So whether that be accessibility in my office space and making sure if they have limited mobility that they can reach me in that regard, whether it's a particular device that will aid in their understanding of what I'm saying. I may need to speak in a certain tone or at a certain rate and rhythm so that they can hear me most effectively. I may need to meet with them and speak with them at a particular time in the day that's more effective for them, based on what their needs are and what's in their schedule, what's on their agenda. So really just want to make sure that I'm always meeting that individual where they are, and so that they know that I'm here for them in the same way that I would be for any other person that I'm serving.
One of the challenges is that emergency shelters tend to be community living. And when we think about people in an older age, that can be challenging in terms of people getting rest that they need. And then there's also mobility issues that could play out in the facility. There's just the different mobility issues of opening a jar and, are the handles good enough to where they can use their hands versus twisting and those kinds of things. And then the noise with children and having to be in community meetings at different times, not recognizing that their stamina and energy is different. And then when we think about it from an Indigenous perspective, one of the challenges in there is that as an elder will have a certain, depending on the elder, will have an expectation that others act a certain way around them. And that could create tension between them if the younger women in the shelter don't go by that, or maybe they're just not thinking about it with whatever's going on with them, so that can create clash. One of the important things when an elder is staying in the home with an abuser and thinking about safety is figuring out how you can get more sets of eyes on them that are safe. And you're doing this not by yourself as an advocate, you're doing it in cooperation and in partnership with the elder. And so the elder can say, well, my daughter may be a really good resource. I can maybe have her come over more frequently. And my neighbor is somebody that can come over periodically. Or I can walk over and, say I got to go over there. She asked me and I said I would have coffee. And so having those extra set of eyes. And then within our tribal programs, the advocate programs have worked with like Meals on Wheels to have them well trained to what are they seeing, not to share any information about any particular elder, but so there's somebody who's around and we know they're well trained, and that if they see something, they may report it, so that there's more people looking to make sure that they're physically safe and emotionally safe while they're staying with an abuser.